Yep. We're getting closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting closer and closer. It's almost that time. You know, we're not ready for kickoff just yet, but it's only right that we start with the Chiefs of Kansas City. It's only right. These guys are the defending champions. Nobody else matters. Everybody's pussy. This dude is 28. He has 3 rings. None of your other favorite quarterbacks is going to do anything about it. Why not start with the Kansas City Chiefs? Mahomes entering, I don't even know what season this is, but I know the kid is 28. 28 with 3 rings. 3 Super Bowls. He's led the league in passing yards. This kid has done it all. He's done it all. He's not even 30 yet. He retires now. He's a Hall of Famer. I don't care about what you guys are doing. I don't care what's going on in Baltimore. I don't care what's going on in Philly. I do care about what's going on with the Patriots. You know what I mean? As crazy as it is, even though we do suck, that's probably going to be the last training camp I react to, because I don't think we're talented. It is what it is. You guys are going to have to prove me wrong. But nonetheless, the Chiefs are here. To put a stamp on this dynasty of theirs, because they just own everybody. I mean, I wish it wasn't the case. I wish one of you guys had grit. I wish one of you franchises could fight back and stop this man, but this is the one Superman that there is no kryptonite for, apparently. Bro, I don't know what to say. Or, well, maybe his only kryptonite retired at the age of like 45. You know what I mean? Maybe we got to call back Tom to stop Mahomes, because apparently none of you new era quarterbacks got what it takes. It just is what it is. So we got Kansas City Chiefs first padded practice. Ooh, it's tough training camp, man. Let's get right into it, bro. The moment you start to see football highlights or football clips, we're getting around that time to talk shit and gloat, baby.
The pads are here. We finally got some pads on here for the Kansas City Chiefs, and in this video we're going to break down all the news, notes, highlights, observations from the first padded practice. Now, before we jump into the video, like we always do, let's give a massive shout out to all of the Chiefs media members out there who bless us every single day with these highlights. Without them, the videos are not possible to make. Do me a favor and go follow them on X. The ads are at the top right of your screen, and with that, once you follow them, you'll be able to find all the other guys who cover the Chiefs every single day during practice. With that being said, let's dive into the video and talk about day 1 of pads. Now, the first thing to note was yesterday Nazeeh Johnson went out with an injury, didn't really know the severity, but good news is today came back in and was the day 1 starter, or the starter of today, opposite of Trent McDuffie with the starters. Obviously, they aren't really too worried about that knee. Looks like he is okay, and it looks like he'll be here to stay, right? Now, to open up practice, Mahomes found Brown on a crosser right away. We thought this was going to really solidify what practice was going to be like. I was like, okay, the offense might have a really good day, but it was actually the defense who really came out and dominated by blitzing Mahomes, making sure that he was never comfortable. The next play, Mahomes, tried to find Xavier Worthy on a deep ball. It was slightly overthrown, but it could have been there, just a little bit off target. Again, trying to get the ball to Xavier Worthy as much as possible. A really
First overall pick
by Joshua Williams. The ball was deflected.
That's one thing I'm definitely going to be paying attention to throughout the season. This Xavier Woody kid, I believe he's the first round pick that they took, but the Bills had an opportunity to take him, and they traded back with the Chiefs. They helped the Chiefs get the guy that they wanted, which made no sense to me at the time. I do like the receiver that the Bills got, though. The kid is funny, and he's really down to earth. I really like him. But nonetheless, if this kid ends up being better, I don't care about that other boy's personality. You know what I mean? You don't help the team that owns you get better than you. So we're going to be watching.
The defense was getting to the quarterback, forcing Mahomes to check down at times and really just force the ball out, earlier than he would want to. Chris Jones had a really nice, what would have been a sack if they were, going to the quarterback. Another deep corner route to Xavier Worthy missed. Again, Joshua Williams gets his hands in there and gets another breakup. I mean, this dude was having a good day as well. When you look at the cornerback room right now with Joshua Williams and Trent McDuffie and Nazeeh Johnson, there's a lot of guys over here that are really starting to compete for a starting job, and we're seeing some guys really start to showcase what they can bring. Let me know in the comments down below, who do you think the starting 3 corners are going to be? We also saw a lot of Shamari Connor as a nickel as well. So who do you think the starting corners are going to be for this football team come week 1? I feel like that is the biggest camp battle going on right now. We also saw, unfortunately, Sky Moore have a really good route. Carson Wentz just overthrew him out of bounds. Wasn't a completion at all, but Sky Moore did a really good job, which is, something that we
really Carson Wentz.
No offense to him, but
epic fall out of bro, this dude Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate just a couple of years ago, bro. No, maybe like 5 years, I could say, maybe 5-6 years. Carson Wentz is backing up Patrick Mahomes. Carson Wentz was like a top 5 quarterback in the league. This dude, I gotta Google how old this dude is. This dude is a journeyman of all journeymen. It's like that one report came out that this dude was just toxic in the locker room, And which is weird for a quarterback, right? When is the quarterback ever really toxic? But people couldn't stand him. They didn't feel like he was coachable. And this dude went from potentially leading the Eagles to their first Super Bowl. Damn, it's been a while since Nick Foles won that ring. But nonetheless, now he's just a journeyman who gets like zero opportunity to play, bro. It's like, what happened to the skills? At the end of the day, the skill prevail, right? Until, you know, they're always willing to accept you, you know what I mean? Until you fall off, and then it's just like, all right, bro, we off with this guy.
Been unlucky and not great so far. But the defense pretty much dominated the entirety of blitz period, where they're trying to get to the quarterback, force pressure on Mahomes, and the offense just didn't do a really good job getting open, but also Mahomes missed a couple of throws here and there. But that's okay, right? You want the defense to be able to stop this offense. When you have guys like Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown and Travis Kelce, if your defense can stop these guys,
Hollywood
Brown,
Brown,
think about what they can do versus other teams in the NFL, right? So I think that's a massive takeaway. McDuffie in the slot was interesting during defensive portion. Usually he's on the outside, but they wanted to rotate him in. Did a pretty good job there. And then had Joshua Williams and Nazee Johnson on the outside. And then Chamari Connor and Brian Cook were at the safety positions. Connor usually playing in the slot, but dropping back to a safety today was definitely one of the biggest surprises to me. But also, it just goes to show the flexibility, right? The positional versatility of this team.
I better not get hurt.
Is pretty much insane. Now, we had another really
some of y'all contracts ain't guaranteed.
Out the pocket, rolled out to his left, threw back inside to Travis Kelce, and then Kelce caught it, lateraled it to Pacheco, and probably would have gone for a touchdown as well. So again, you know how crafty, creative this team really is. It's really starting to show. Guys, before we get any further into the video, do me a really big favor. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Chiefs throughout the remainder of the offseason, training camp, preseason, regular season.
How could you not?
Film. I'm going to keep you guys updated throughout everything.
These guys won a championship during a rebuild year.
So close to 100,000 subscribers, which is insane, man. You guys are the best family on YouTube. Lastly, go follow the Twitch if you guys want to watch some Chiefs games with me. Link is in the description below. With that being said, let's get back into the video a little bit. So another big thing about practice today, Kingsley getting a lot of the opening reps at tackle, which was, you know, one of the main categories we focused on over the first couple of days. Him and Wanya Morris going back and forth. Today, Kingsley got a lot of starting reps. The versatility, the athleticism is something that is really showing off when he gets on the football field, being able to, you know, cut back and go across the formation, be a pulling tackle, and really just make big-time plays happen, creating holes in the running game. That's something we saw today with Deneric Prince and him, you know, really just creating gaps for this offense to move. So that was cool to see. Kadarius Toney, listen, I know you guys might not want to hear this, but Kadarius Toney is playing really, really well, getting a ton of targets, not only with the first team with Mahomes, but also with the second team as well. He's been everywhere at once and making some big-time plays in the backfield as a running back, but more importantly, as a wide receiver in the slot on the outside, using the speed and the versatility. Don't be surprised if he makes his team, and maybe Sky Moore's the odd man out here, man. He's been really good. Now, there was one position, going back to Kingsley real quick, where Mike Dana absolutely dominated him, right? Dipped, went right around him, getting into the backfield, putting some pressure on the quarterback. So that was interesting, but you can tell the physicality of this team with the pads on is kind of sick, man. Love to see it.
I hope he covered my pads, man. I got to see what's going on in
these guys,
Patriots training camp.
Really active, really making sure that the physicality is there, and it has been so far. But overall, the offense was having a tough day, right? Some overthrows, some you know, miscommunications here and there. You know, outside of maybe Kadarius Toney and Deneric Prince having some really good plays, getting to the outside. I mean, there was one specifically where Deneric Prince got to the outside, made a man miss, and trucked his way in for a touchdown. I mean, he seems like he could be really good mixing in with the twos behind Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We'll see how the offense continues to develop over the next few weeks here, but there's some guys really starting to stand out with this football team. Didn't see too much from Worthy, Brown, Rashee Rice today. It was more just the defense looked amazing. Nazee Johnson, Chamari Connor, Trent McDuffie, you know, Drew Tranquill, the defensive line, Chris Jones, Felix, Mike Dana, all these guys were playing really, really good along that defense.
Good route.
Getting to the Mahomes and making sure that he's just not comfortable in the pocket. So that was a big part of practice. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. We will be covering, you know, the Chiefs throughout the remainder of the offseason. Everything you need to know, we got you covered. Join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next Chiefs update. Peace.
Crazy thing is, bro, like I said, this team won a championship during a rebuild season. We're gonna have some new contenders this upcoming season. You know, Baltimore's gonna come back revamped. Bengals are gonna be healthy. Well, we'll see if they can stay healthy. Miami's Miami, but at the end of the day, bro, I don't feel none of these teams. I don't feel none of these teams. The Chiefs, Defense is top 3, arguably against the pass and the run. They're top 3 defense, which is crazy too when you consider the fact that they have, like, you know, modern day GOAT quarterback in Travis Kelce. Kelce has maybe 2-3 years left, but like Mahomes is just, the dude can win with anybody. These guys traded Tyreek Hill and won 2 championships since. You know, like, when do you ever really see, you know, getting rid of a transcend, like an all-time great talent, and then still being successful without them? You know, last year's championship made absolutely no sense. I have no idea how they beat the Baltimore Ravens. I have no idea how they beat the San Francisco 49ers, but they did. They did. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league, and this is the beginning. This is how it looks like when the chef is gathering the ingredients. The meal ain't done yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's not fully prepared yet. Right now, they're whipping up some shit for y'all. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna holler at you guys next video. And you guys are pathetic. The rest of you NFL teams, including mine, I ain't gonna front. My Patriots, we already know we sorry. But at the end of the day, this man wins the championship. I'm getting on y'all ass, bro. Another one. If he wins a 4th one before turning the age of 30. What happened to the game I love?